I'm Nate Magoon.
I'm Libby Evans.
I'm Marie Wilson.
And I'm Caitlin O'Keefe. And this is What's Poppin' in Pop Culture, a new TV show on ECTV. So first off, I think we should start with an introductory, just like to get to know, get to know the audience and everything. So let's do favorite movie, favorite musician, and favorite TV show. Nate, do you want to start?
Yeah, sure. I think for my favorite movie is probably War of the Worlds. Mm-hmm. It's an oldie, but like it's really good. For musician, my favorite musician is probably Ariana Grande. And what was the other thing I had to say?
TV show.
My favorite TV show right now is probably The Good Place. Mm-hmm. I've been binging that like crazy. Yeah.
I've seen that. It looks really good.
It's Kristen Bell. Great.
Libby?
My favorite movie is, and will always be, Silence of the Lambs. It's the best movie of all time, objectively. My favorite artist, I have a lot, but I think Matt Nathanson's probably my favorite. And then I have watched Big Mouth so many times that it's unfair to call it not my favorite show.
That's fair. Very fair.
The American Film Institute rated it the third greatest film of all time. For me, it's the first, The Godfather.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As far as my favorite artist, I am always and will always be obsessed with Adele, but Maroon 5 is a close second. Prefer their older music rather than their newer music. Mm-hmm. And for TV shows, I've watched Grey's Anatomy a ton. A lot.
Too much.
I am too invested in Grey's Anatomy, but right now I am obsessed with This Is Us. I've
been meaning to watch that show for like ever, but I've never gotten around.
You should binge it.
Didn't you go as Meredith Grey for Halloween?
I did. I was Meredith Grey for Halloween last year. I even had a ferry boat scrub cap.
I expect nothing.
True fans will get the reference.
Caitlin?
Okay, well, my favorite movie is Dead Poet Society. I'm a very big fan of Robin Williams. Mm-hmm. He's one of my favorite actors. For a musician, I love Panic! The Disco. I've been a fan of them since like middle school. Great music. Mm-hmm. Iconic, honestly.
That's fun.
And TV show, my favorite TV show is Supernatural, because I always watch it with my mom.
Aww. So nice.
So I was thinking for our first topic for the show, Bohemian Rhapsody. I know none of us have seen it, but like we've all seen the trailers. We know Queens. Like, what do you guys think? Do you think it should have been made? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
I feel like movies based on bands or musicians can either be a hit or a miss. Mm-hmm. So I personally am excited to see the movie. I like the band Queen. I think that they have an interesting story. I'm very intrigued to see how the directors and producers put it together, see what they focused on and what they didn't focus on. So that's my take.
I agree. Like I when I first saw it, I was like, oh yeah, like Bohemian Rhapsody, such a good song. I love that song. Yeah. But like Queens, like they're such like a good band. Like no matter what generation, I feel like everyone knows at least one song from Queens.
Yeah, definitely.
So like, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. I hear there's a lot of good representation in it because Freddie Mercury his parents were Indian, I think, and there's a lot of like good like LGBT plus representation in it, which is really exciting. So that's good. I'm excited to see
that.
it.
I heard that there's like controversy about like the directors. Like they weren't sure if the director, I don't know all the details, but I heard that like one of the directors like maybe wasn't telling the story the right way or portraying them in the right way. So I think there was some sort of like controversy there. So like I'm looking forward to seeing like the outcome of that and like how it all like came together and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think that that generation of music and Queen as a band, there's some mature topics, and I believe that it has a PG-13 rating, so I'm interested to see how those topics are
And it'll be interesting
explored.
to see Queen's music rise to the top of the charts. It'll be interesting to see Queen's music rise back to the top of the charts.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bohemian Rhapsody was on the radio like 3 times on my car ride home.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Panic! The Disco actually made a cover of Bohemian Rhapsody.
I heard
really?
about
Oh, really?
that.
Yeah, for the Suicide Squad movie, which was
Oh.
unpopular opinion. I loved the Suicide Squad movie.
What did it win a Grammy? Did it win a Grammy?
I have no idea.
That album did strangely well.
Well, 21 Pilots, Heathens came from that album. It was in the credit scene, which again, I love 21 Pilots.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Such a
And then
great song.
Sucker for Pain.
Yeah,
That was really
Imagine
good.
Dragons, right? I think.
Sure, sounds good. Sounds good to me.
I really like all those bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson broke up recently.
They did.
That was a big thing in the media. And this past Saturday, 30 minutes before SNL went on air, Ariana released a new single called "Thank You Next."
Yes, she did.
Kind of,
What a
kind of
queen.
a
Love that.
diss track at all of her past exes and everything like that. So I don't know how you guys maybe felt about the breakup and everything, since they did kind of rush into the engagement.
They did.
Fast.
They were only dating a few months.
3
Yeah,
weeks.
they were like, we're getting married.
3 weeks before they decided to get engaged. So
Mood, honestly.
putting the cart before the horse,
just
if
wanna-
you ask me.
Lock them down.
You're just really gonna lock them down quick.
Well, Pete Davidson did say in like an SNL skit that he made a joke about changing her birth control with Tic Tacs.
Yep.
Yeah, that
We
was
did do
so-
that. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
not
Controversial. You shouldn't do that.
No,
Yeah,
on this
don't.
last Saturday though, on Weekend Update, he was like, I appreciate her as a person, like blah blah, she's great. Go out and vote. So like he kind of like it was weird, but like, he was trying to like at least he was trying to be like respectful to her
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
I really, this is awful, but Barstool, are you guys familiar with
Yeah.
Barstool?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Barstool had many people, apparently many people were going as them for Halloween.
Oh yeah.
The iconic photo of her in like a giant yellow sweatshirt.
With the lollipop.
Yeah, so a lot of people recreated that, and I thought it was kind of funny to see.
It was very.
'Cause it was it was very bad timing for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
see that.
I did see that. It was very funny.
so sad.
Tyler Oakley went as her.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saw that online. Yeah.
Good.
So Meghan Markle, she's pregnant.
Princess.
Princess.
Actual princess.
She's a
Honestly,
princess.
Legally, yes.
Legally a princess.
You're very royal family based.
I know. I'm really excited for the new royal baby. When she was at, I think it was Princess Eugene's wedding, people were like, "Is she
Princess.
pregnant?"
There's a Princess Eugene.
Who's Princess Eugene?
She's not like in the core royal family, but I did see it on Instagram, and people were like, "Is that a baby bump?" It was, and
It was.
That was really quick turnover.
Yeah, I was going to say, when did they get married?
It
in the
was
spring,
Early
I
this year,
believe.
yeah. Oprah went.
Time passes so
Oprah.
I already saw the
have no
photo.
idea.
Oprah went. Just in case you wanted to know.
I did. I really did.
Fun fact, Oprah's going to UMass, it's either UMass Lowell or Boston, and she's giving like a talk, and tickets are like $100.
She went to Skidmore, which is a college in the town that I'm from, their graduation, because you know how she adopts girls and then sends
Yeah.
them to college. She sent a lot of them there.
That's
So
right.
she spoke at their commencement
She's such
speech
a
at
good
graduation.
person.
I would love to go hear her speak.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be amazing.
Really?
I mean, yeah, she's
I mean, she's
the personality ever. So.
I hope people don't go in there hoping to get cars. Like, I hope they don't go in there expecting that she's gonna be like, you get a car, you get a car. You ever seen that gif of where it's like all the bees?
Yes. What?
Never mind. Never mind. But yeah, so happy for Meghan Markle. And
Me
Prince
too.
Harry.
And Prince Harry.
Oh, I love
Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
I don't know much about this.
I don't
Someone
know
explain this to
either.
me.
Well, I know that Cardi and Nicki at New York Fashion Week a few weeks ago got into like some
A huge
sort of
fight, right?
fight physically.
Wasn't it got physical? Yeah,
Yeah, it got
physical.
physical, and then some other things have developed. I'm not 1,000% sure what has, but I know that there's just been like social media and different media outlets have been like pinning the two against each other,
Yeah.
and people are saying who they stand more. I don't know who I stand. I don't know who I stand. Who do you guys stand?
I thought it was Stan.
Stan.
Thank
Stan.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
they,
you.
Nightstand.
Who's
I don't-
nightstand?
Yeah.
Like, that's-
Whose nightstand do you stand? Stan.
Who else has Nicki Minaj feuded with?
I don't think she hasn't really feuded with anyone.
was
Miley
really-
Cyrus.
Oh yeah.
And I was on Miley's side,
What's
so
good,
I'm on Cardi's
Miley?
side.
I'm happy you rationalized that for
Yes.
yourself.
Thank you.
Oh, I love Cardi.
She's had a baby.
I know.
Oh my God,
Culture.
Culture. Yeah.
With a K, right?
His name is Culture. with
Her
a
name
K.
is Culture.
It's a
It's a girl.
The more you know.
Get cultured, Nate.
I did not know that. Wow, it's a girl.
Yeah.
It was really funny at the beginning of the VMAs this past August. She like was it opened with like her holding a baby, and then she like unwrapped it and it was a VMA and she went like and I was like, oh
That's
no.
very on brand.
It was very on
on
brand. It was really good, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know much about it.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah. Someone explain it to us. Someone's got to explain it. Pema, my roommate, will explain it to
Pema.
me.
Oh.
She's super into it.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Guest star next week.
Yay!
How do we feel about the new Grinch movie that's being made?
I
want to
see it. It's already Christmas time in my eyes. I know
No.
my roommate doesn't agree.
No.
Like,
Unpopular opinion, no.
I think
it's Christmas
I feel
time.
like it shouldn't have opened until the week of Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Like
It's already out?
It
it opens this
Friday.
Friday.
No!
So you can't have Christmas movies come out in November.
I know.
Because then, like, by the time Christmas comes, I feel like they're going to be like,
Old news.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
old news. Yeah. But there's the new
I'm upset
the,
about
nut,
this.
Not a
the
fan.
Nutcracker.
the Nutcracker in the Four Realms. Disney's
supposed to be
been
really cool.
advertising them all over Ziploc bags.
Yeah, okay.
Why did you choose that?
Because that's where I've seen the advertising.
That-
That's
Grinch
film
is, like-
distribution right there.
Like intensely Christmas. I feel like Nutcracker, like you could listen to the Nutcracker year round.
Well, yeah, because they use it they use it in a lot of like
Yeah,
classes,
exactly.
like ballet. Because
Yes.
I used to.
You could listen to the Nutcracker all year round.
Good, and you
You could listen to Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy always.
I actually was dancing to that the other day while I was working on my first film project. I was dancing around the room and I fell.
To the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Yes, very much, and I
yeah.
fell.
I expect nothing less.
Exactly.
That's really good. No, it looks like it's going to be a good film. It looks like it's well produced, but
This is the third version.
Yes, it is.
we're talking The Grinch, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
this
the
is the
original,
third.
Yeah.
I was
the live
still
action
on
with Jim
Nutcracker.
Carrey, and and now this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel
I
about
don't think
it.
we need three, but that's fine.
No, we don't. Actually, do you guys remember that that movie with Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan back
Life
in the
Size.
2000s?
Life Size?
Yes.
They're coming with a Life Size 2 on Freeform this holiday season on their 25 Days of Christmas.
This is so exciting.
The more you know.
They're
Is
coming
Tyra
out with
Banks
the
in it?
Tyra Banks is in it, but this time she actually looks like a plastic doll.
Is Lindsay Lohan in it?
No, God no.
She also
What
looks
do
like
you
a
mean?
plastic.
No.
Well, because she's older now, it probably wouldn't make any sense.
She's doing very well.
I know she is. I do
She's
follow her on
doing better,
Instagram.
yeah.
She looks very happy. She's like always in some European country on a boat. So that's she's doing better
Remember when
than.
she was
Living
in
the
Parent
dream.
Trap? She worked very hard on the Parent Trap. she played 2 roles.
That was how many years ago?
20.
She's still resting. Parent Trap just celebrated its 20th or 25th anniversary.
You
recently.
just
must
said
have
how
been-
many years ago?
I don't know how many years.
20.
Maybe 20 or 25. No, because the actors that were in the show were all over different like media outlets.
And
talking
one
about it.
died.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the
one who
mom
played the
died.
mom, she passed away.
They were
from-
gonna come out with a second one, but they couldn't
She
because
passed away.
she died, which is
Or-
super sad. In a skiing accident. Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
It starts to crack up.
Well, I think that's all the time that we have for this week's What's Poppin'. Thank you so much for joining in with us. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.